Hey there, Aaron from Ariens here, showing you how to assemble an Ariens Platinum-series Sno-Thro out of the original crate we boxed it up in at our factory in Brillion, Wisconsin. Now before we start this easy step-by-step procedure, let's first grab a pair of gloves and some safety goggles, and then let's begin. Open the crate top carefully so you don't cut yourself on the staples, keeping the box tops closed. Remove the staples from the crate and remove the cardboard supports from the top of the crate. Locate the setup guide that's either in the envelope adhered to the chute or inside the chute. Each Sno-Thro comes with a pictorial assembly guide that can be referenced when assembling this unit. These instructions are a duplicate of the material we're covering in this video. You'll notice the setup guide calls out a few tools. For this procedure, you'll need a socket wrench, a 3/8 inch socket, a 7/16 inch socket, a 1/2 inch deep socket, a 9/16 inch socket, a needle nose pliers, and a cutting tool. Remove the discharge chute, the chute rotation rod, and the quick turn chute control assembly from the crate and set them aside. Temporarily remove the cleanout tool from the housing so you can remove the cardboard insert that's on top of the housing. Reinstall the cleanout tool into its holder once that piece is removed, then continue removing the inserts from the crate. Cut the crate's corners, tear down the crate's walls, and remove the walls from the crate base to reduce the tripping hazard and to give yourself better access to the unit. Remove the hardware sets that are only through the upper handlebars and set them aside. Loosen, but do not remove the hardware retaining the upper handlebar assembly to the lower handlebars. Also loosen the shift rod hardware. Move the shift lever, that's the lever on the right side, into its rearmost detent. Remove the wrapping from around the hand grips. The clutch levers will spring back when the wrapping is removed. Cut the cable tie securing the handlebar assembly to the unit. Slowly rotate the handlebar assembly into the upright position while making sure the shift rods don't bind, and then tighten the handlebar hardware. Tighten the handlebar hardware on both sides of the unit and install one of the hardware sets removed earlier through the lower handlebar holes. Install the spacer onto the bolt and tighten with the locking nut. Then install the remaining hardware set and ensure all hardware is tight and that the handlebars are secure. Align the upper shift rod with the lower shift rod hardware set and tighten the shift rod hardware. Remove the hardware from the discharge chute mounting bracket and set it aside. Install the chute over the base and align the pedestal with the mounting bracket. Align the P-clamp on the chute cable with the top mounting hole and reinstall the upper hardware set. Reinstall the lower hardware set and finger tighten only. At this point, we want the chute to remain loose. Locate the quick turn chute control assembly and remove the hairpin and the clevis pin from the assembly. The spring will likely fall off after the pin is removed, but that's okay. We'll show you how to reinstall it in a later step. Also remove the E-ring from the assembly. Remove the wrapping from the dash panel and carefully remove the rubber grommet from the top of the dash panel. Install the quick turn assembly through the bottom of the dash panel facing backwards. Rotate it 180 degrees and insert the hub into the dash panel. Install the E-ring onto the quick turn assembly hub to secure the assembly in the dash panel and ensure the E-ring is secure. Insert the chute lock cable through the hole in the dash panel, pull the rubber boot away from the cable anchor, and insert the anchor into the quick turn assembly. If the spring fell out earlier, reinstall it. Then reinstall the clevis pin from the right side of the assembly, insert it through the cable eyelet, through the other end of the assembly, and secure it with the hairpin. Pull the lever back to ensure it has tension and pulls the cable. Reinstall the grommet over the quick turn chute control lever so the wider edge is toward the rear and ensure it's seated in the dash panel. Remove the tapping screw retaining the gear cover to the chute pedestal and remove the cover. Cut the cable tie retaining the chute gear to the chute pedestal. Release the chute gear locking arm by pushing on the top of the arm with your finger and rotate the chute so it's facing forward and the marks on the chute gears align. Insert the chute rotation rod end that's without ears into the quick turn assembly hub. Remove the hairpin at the opposite rod end, position the quick turn chute control lever completely vertical, and insert the rod into the chute gears. You'll likely need to apply pressure to the top of the gear to allow the hex rod to insert through the gear. Once the rod is through the gear, reinstall the hairpin. Install the cable hanger onto the chute rotation rod and ensure the quick turn chute control functions correctly by pulling the lever back and turning it to the left and the right. Reinstall the chute gear cover to the chute pedestal with its original screw. Ensure the chute cable is routed on the left side of the gear cover and tighten the chute pedestal hardware. Adjust the chute cable so the white mark is just above the P-clamp and route the cable through the P-clamp on the engine base. Close the clamp with the pliers, but don't close it so tightly that it restricts the cable movement. Move the chute deflector lever to the rearmost detent on the dash panel. Remove the hairpin and the bushing from the deflector lever under the dash. Route the chute cable over the lower handlebars, pull the rubber boot away from the cable anchor, and insert the anchor into the anchor bracket. Install the cable eyelet onto the deflector lever, reposition the rubber boot against the cable anchor, and reinstall the bushing and hairpin removed earlier. Check the function of the chute rotation rod and the chute deflector lever. To turn the chute, pull the quick turn chute control lever back, turn it, and release it to lock the chute in place. Remove the auger gear case fill plug and check that the gear case has oil. Gear case oil is dark red and should appear on the bottom of the plug. If no gear case oil is present, set this unit aside and contact Ariens customer support. If oil is present in the gear case, reinstall the fill plug and tighten. If this is a rapid track model, squeeze the track adjustment lever on the right side of the handlebar and push the handlebars down to pull the unit off the crate pallet. If it's a wheel-driven unit, just push down on the handlebars and pull the unit off the pallet. Remove the dipstick from the engine and verify the oil level is correct. If no oil is present, or if the oil level is outside of the markings on the dipstick, set this unit aside and contact Ariens customer support. Remove the wrapping from the engine and the top of the housing and ensure the unit has a visually appealing presentation. Just leave the literature pack that's hanging off the handlebars. This contains the operator's manual and other resources for the customer. Now before rolling this brand new Ariens Sno-Thro to your show floor, give it one final inspection to ensure it's without damage. If you do notice any out-of-box quality issues like damage or missing parts, remove it from the display floor immediately and contact Ariens customer support. Now to learn more about the product that you just assembled, remember to watch our Sno-Thro series overview videos that we created for you this season. And finally, on behalf of myself and everyone else in the Ariens family, thank you for your continued partnership and happy selling.